It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams here tonight. We are at United Center in the Windy City. Tonight, the Chicago Bulls taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. We are off and running. Cleveland controls the tap. Fires the three. Knocks down the first. Second and three is good. Three for three. Nice.
Ed, I'm going to gloat about my old team here for a second. Did you know the Bulls are the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships and never lose an NBA Finals series in their history?
6-0 right now. It helped to have a guy named MJ. But, Jay, think about this. If he's not gone those 2 seasons, maybe it's 8 straight Finals wins. Nothing going here on that drive. To Evans. Cavs with 4 to shoot. To Howard. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. Went in, but and one.
Dwight Howard trying to cash in on a 3-point play. 56% for his career. Free throw good as he completes the 3-point play. The lead is up to 6. Into the front court, it's Irving. He'll run the offense. Markkanen to Irving. Dwight Howard, huge block.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
From long range, smothering D. Kyrie across the timeline. Down 6. To Parker. Now pass taken away by Cleveland.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Beyond the arc for three. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Now the Bulls will take the timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
To Evans. Fires the three. Tyreek Evans is going to get a chance at three here. Shoots it at 75% for his career. And hits the first free throw. And he hits the second. Hits all three free throws. Here's Irving into the front court. Trailing by 10. Parker to Irving. And a whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number
1. 5 to shoot for the Bulls. Irving. Textbook defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
For three. Oh, that's how it's done.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Irving into the front court. His guys curling down. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Cleveland has the basketball. Going to launch beyond the arc. Great defense, forcing the miss. Parker into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Markkanen slams it down. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They look lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Love. To Howard. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Dwight Howard at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet.
Hey, this is our game.
Off the mark at the line.
Entering the game for Cleveland, number 24.
Here comes the screen. To Howard. Superman, Dwight Howard. 3 for 3 in this first half.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
And the finish at the rim.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas. Or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
Done to Zach LaVine. Dwight Howard. court with the block. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Cavaliers. Time to shuffle things up. Levine. That pass stolen by the Cavs.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
To Evans. Five seconds to shoot. Shot clock violation. Irving. Gets it in the right corner. Levine. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's how you defend.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Kyrie Irving. 2 of 4 now.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
To Love. And scores. Strong take.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Just not going down.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Bulls with the basketball. To Levine. Irving. To Markkanen. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
And the reward, he's going to the line. Zach LaVine has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 82%. And he connects. It's on the first free throw. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Deep left corner. 4-3. He engulfed him that time. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Deep 3. At the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Irving brings the ball up court to Wendell Carter. Short jumper off the mark. To Love. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
Irving. That's out. Last touch by Kyrie Irving. Lets it fly from long range. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Now whistle, and we'll get a timeout called by Chicago as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Kevin Love with a piece.
That's why a rim protection is a necessity in this game.
Won't go down. Jetty Osman snatching it out of the air. Kevin Love able to recover with the block. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Oops, he missed the first one. Missed the second. 0 for 2.
Coming through. Get the ball, get the ball.
To Love.
Trap.
Kevin Love. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
And they call the foul. Careful there, Jim.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Driving right to the basket. Oh, nice find for the basket.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Evans. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Howard. Superman, Dwight Howard. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
And when people talk about vision, people usually talk about the vision to make the pass. But how about seeing the chaos in the traffic before the pass even occurs? That's next level vision. How can I catch people out of position defensively? That's what we saw in that last possession.
Now the Bulls will take the timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now.
This offer is only valid during today's game, so take advantage of this great opportunity. Substitutions.
Not big finish. Full head of steam that time. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Cruises inside for 2.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Knocked loose. Markkanen. Layup goes down. Well done.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
Chicago possession.
Here we go. My ball.
John Henson rejects it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Screen coming. Big finish at the rim. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Has a chance with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Took it down the lane, but it's no good.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Deep three at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The Cavaliers in. The Cavaliers start with the basketball here in the 4th quarter.
Go time. Go time.
Substitution. Stepping in. Number 8,
To Markkanen. Zach LaVine. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Goes to the left side. To Howard. In the slam. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither.
All right.
Gets it in the left corner. LaVine. Has a look. Add 2 points to the board.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Cavs at the controls. To Love. Goes to the right side. The crossover, gets inside, and the slam dunk.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Markkanen. To Zach LaVine. Here comes the screen. LaVine. Wendell Carter powers it through.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break.
Oh!
And he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Now the Cavs going to signal for timeout. High fives all around. This game is well in hand in the final minute. Cavs are victorious as they win this one in blood. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation.
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From State. The opening tip corralled by the Hawks. They've got it first as we're underway in Atlanta. Lynn to Leonard. Jay, I'm going to say that you don't know this, but since 1980, the Hawks have drafted only 4 players to appear in the All-Star game. Doc Rivers, Kevin Willis, Al Horford, and Jeff Teague.
Well, how about a guy named Dominique Wilkins? I'm sorry.
Oh, well, interesting that you'd ask. Dominique Wilkins was actually selected by the Utah Jazz. Slam dunk!
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
The assist from number 2, Kawhi Leonard.
To Evans. 5 on the shot clock. To Howard. 24-second violation. Tough make through traffic.
You know, he may not show up in your feed all the time with the crazy highlights, but he's one of the most underrated creative shot makers we have in this game. Won't go. That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
From long range. Message received. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Cleveland has the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. To Love. Beyond the arc for 3. And Kevin Love, no hesitation, hits the catch-and-shoot 3.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
To Leonard.
Come on, you gotta work around the screen. You're killing me.
Mo Bamba to Allen Crabbe.
Right. Switch.
Watch the slip, watch the slip.
Not that time.
Show me something better than that, baby. It's game time.
Nothing going here on that drive. He wants it at the rim and scores.
Again, Ed, if you made it to this level, you're capable of doing things that normal humans could never do, even if you're not known for it.
To Leonard. Deep right corner. To Leonard. 5 to shoot. Here's Leonard for 2. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Dwight Howard rejects it. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Cavaliers. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Calls out a...
Come on, y'all. Let's go get it. It's on up.
Substitutions. Substitutions. Cleveland.
Short jumper stays out.
I got ball.
To Evans. Goes to the left side. Evans. Shot clock violation.
That's me. Got ball.
DiVincenzo.
Screen, I got your help.
Off the mark at the line. To DiVincenzo. You've got to get that one to go.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
DiVincenzo to Allen Crabbe. Driving right to the basket. Shot from the lane won't go. Now a steal by Atlanta. DiVincenzo. Off the assist.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Cavaliers with the basketball.
Lock up.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
To DiVincenzo. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk.
Everybody pick up. DS.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. To Love. Kevin Love, he's 2 for 2 now.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes 2 of us.
Easy pad to the rim.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas, or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
To Allen Crabbe. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. Cashes in for 2.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
It's the Hawks with the basketball. Lays it up and in.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Love. Kevin Love, 3 for 3 in this first half.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Down low for Len. Throws it down. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Hawks with the basketball. 4-3. They dared him, and he burns them.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Long heave from 3/4 court. That's it. First half has come to an end. The Cavaliers enjoying a healthy lead.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Oh, leaves the defender the dust. To Howard. Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Nothing going here on that drive. It's Howard, the rebound. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Missed it. Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. That's out. Last touch. Count the bucket for 2.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
To Love. Gets it in the right corner. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim. No good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Dwight Howard Huge block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Kevin Love. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Fires the three. No good. To Jeremy Lin. Layup goes down. Well done.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
For three, textbook defense. Leonard to Lin. Screen coming. The drive right to the basket. Kawhi Leonard. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Hey, check up. Let's go. Ball. Oh, yeah.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Yes! Three-pointer is good. Here's Atlanta with the basketball.
Hit.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Driving right to the basket. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
Here's lesson number 1. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of break dance move they might hit you with.
It's a turnover as they head the other way. Lets it fly from long range. That no good. Off the mark. Shot from in close. No good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Deep left corner.
Watch that cutter. Sure you want to do this? Sure. Switch. Oh, yeah, let's go. Yep.
Here's Atlanta. Allen Craft up against Cook. To Leonard. Oh, lots of contact there. Still gets it to go. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To Leonard.
Free right.
Can't miss those. And count the basket inside.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
Kawhi Leonard gets a look. Can't hit.
Got him. Double.
Nothing going here on that drive. Kawhi Leonard with the block. That misses with a second to go. That ends the third quarter. The Cavs with a sizable advantage. Hawks with the basketball to start this fourth quarter.
We got this. Let's go.
Substitute. Into the game for the Hawks. Number 31.
Lin to Leonard.
Hey, watch this screen left.
To Jeremy Lin.
Watch it back door. Hand up.
From long range. Jeremy Lin forcing that one there. Well defended. Beyond the arc for three. Buries it.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Leonard. To Allen Crabbe. Lynn. Wide open look, won't go.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. And the margin down to 8. Ball in possession of Cleveland. 4-3. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Take stock of the floor. To Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
There's the whistle and an intentional foul. Just their first in the final 2 minutes, so no free throws yet. They'll take the ball out of bounds.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning a timeout.
And look out. Big finish at the rim. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. The Hawks will use a timeout. It's just their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one more.
Everything about our team. Turn to page 15 of today's game program for the latest trivia question and submit your answer on the team website. One lucky winner will have a chance to receive $500 by making a half-court shot.
From 18 feet at the buzzer, the Cavs are victorious as they get a good win on the road. That'll wrap things up.
On behalf of Ed Coyne and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.
is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From Quicken Loans Arena, tonight the Cleveland Cavaliers taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. The T-Wolves begin the game with the basketball. To Wiggins. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Cavs at the controls. To Evans. 5 seconds to shoot. 24-second violation. Thomas to the basket, but his shot stays out. Can't connect from in close.
That's me. I got ball. Here we go. I got him.
Nothing going here on that drive. No good, and no foul.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
From long range, well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Cavaliers with the basketball. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Too easy. Defense has to communicate.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Oh, they call him for the foul.
was just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Team foul number 1.
Fires the three. Taken down by Howard. Rises for the slam.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Down low, Towns.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Lets it fly from long range. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Nice pass to set things up.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Thomas across the timeline. They trail by 1. The jumper's off the mark. To Evans. Love. Fires the three. Textbook defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
The last 2 minutes. Substitution.
Go time is go time.
Substitutions, Minnesota. Entering the game for the Cavaliers, number 24.
Rose to Towns. Oh, he got a piece of it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Not getting the bounce. Here's a chance from long range and knocks it down.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
The Timberwolves have the basketball. Thomas to T. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
5 to shoot for Cleveland. To Evans. Beyond the arc for 3. Good contest. Tyreke Evans can't hit it. Karl Anthony Towns sends it away. 4-3. And the rebound gathered in by Towns. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
To Love. Kevin Love. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
To Towns.
Switch up. I got this.
To Thomas. Block shot.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Almost. Unlucky bounce. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
To Evans. For three. Buries it. On the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
To Rose.
In the second quarter.
To Towns. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Cleveland has the basketball. To Evans. From long range. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Rose to Towns. Karl Anthony Towns. 2 of 4 now.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Nothing going here on that drive. Trying to cash in. Oh, he was wide open. It's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
It's Thomas. 4-2. Doesn't get the bounce. Layup's good at the buzzer. Nice finish. And the first half has come to an end. Time expires to end the first half. The Cavaliers enjoying a healthy lead. All right. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Great look and vision. Kevin Love. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Thomas with the basketball. The deficit now up to 12. Dwight Howard able to recover with the block.
Sent a message.
Stuffs it down with authority.
In an era where big centers often get devalued, Karl Anthony Towns is a true foundational player. He can function as a traditional center, but also can show you quick moves around the perimeter and knock down that three-point shot from deep.
To Thomas. They get it down for Towns. Karl Anthony Towns. He's now 4 for 6.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shots. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Thomas into the front court. His guy's down 11. To Towns. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
We got your help.
To Howard. Whoa! What a finish!
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Thomas across the timeline. Trailing by 11. Able to convert inside.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Leaves the defender in the dust. To Evans. Whoa! Gets to the rim and they'll count the basket. 2 steps or 5 steps. I don't know, Jay. It looked good.
Ed, did you see that in transition? Don't 1-2 ooh-wee on him.
Ooh-wee. Oh, it's good. Karl Anthony Towns snatching it out of the air. Timberwolves have the basketball. Short jumper won't fall. Probing the defense to Love. Kevin Love, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Substitutions, Cleveland.
Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
John Henson swats it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Thomas. Off the assist.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
T to Covington. Won't go down.
1 minute left in the third quarter.
Short jumper stays out.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
The assist from number 0.
Right down Broadway, 4-2.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Knocked loose. Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. That'll get out of bounds off one of the T-Wolves. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Karl Anthony Towns, huge block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
John Henson rejects it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Long key from three-quarters court. There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The Cavs with a sizable advantage. The Wolves with the basketballs. We start.
Substitutions, Minnesota. Substitutions, Cleveland.
Rose on the drive, but it won't go down.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
1 minute remaining in the fourth quarter.
To Love. Got a piece. Knocked it away.
Oh, some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. Fires the 3. Oh, he couldn't get it to go.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
And the defender over-pursues, and he's called for it.
His timing was a tad bit off.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 5, Cleveland Cavaliers.
Rose.
And the penalty. Defensive foul to number 16,
A couple of cracks at the line now.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Andrew Wiggins has got 2 shots coming. A career 74% free throw shooter. First try, no good. Oh, he missed on a pair. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. T-Wolves at the controls going up the floor. Towns to Kevin Huerter. And Towns with the flush. The smooth, fluid game from Karl Anthony Towns.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice.
Double, 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 double.
Lets it fly from long range. Won't go down. Deep 3 at the buzzer. The Cavs are victorious as they win this one in blowout fashion. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the...
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.